And while schools and the government ask for patience when it comes to applying for financial aid, it's different when it comes to paying back financial aid.
After years on pause, student loan bills are back.
Repayments started back in October, much to the chagrin of many, after more than 3 years of a pause during the pandemic. New tonight, THV 11's Brooke Buckner shows us how some Arkansans are dealing with making those monthly payments again and the help that's available.
When those student loan payments restarted in October, I was in a world of hurt.
Zach Seminar has had to make some lifestyle changes now that another bill is due each month.
I'm fortunate to have a job that pays me pretty well, but at the same time, it's not enough.
Seminar says up until the pandemic, he had paid his loans monthly, but that's a little more challenging now that he's raising his 2-year-old son. So he's had to take on a second job to make those payments.
$550 isn't a small lump sum, and it can be a struggle.
Riley Bowen is now feeling that struggle too after recently graduating from nursing school.
It's like whenever it comes time towards the end of the month, I'm like, whew, it's getting close.
For Bowen, she's not just concerned about making her payments now, but the impact they could have long term.
I kind of forget that one since I haven't been doing it as long. And so then I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like scrounging last minute to make sure that I'm paying that one too.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, Bowen and Seminar are among more than 28 million borrowers across the country who had their payments restart last fall. But recent data shows only 60% of people with payments due back in October actually made those payments. So what about the 40% who didn't? The Department of Education says those borrowers will be protected from the harshest consequences of missed payments until this coming September. But financial attorney Lindsay Dilk says after that, people who don't pay could face legal trouble.
The government and all lenders could file a lawsuit against the borrower and obtain a judgment against them. And using that judgment, they could garnish their paycheck, garnish their wages, and garnish their bank accounts.
Her advice, don't let it get to that point.
Don't keep your head in the sand. You're going to have to deal with it. Deal with it now during this grace period and determine what your options are.
Dilk says she's already getting calls into her office from people asking for help navigating the repayment process. It's something she welcomes because she knows it can be confusing. For people who can't make their payments, there is help, like the Fresh Start program.
That program is for individuals who acknowledge that they are in default on their loans, that there's been a time period that they should have been making payments for whatever reason they were unable to do so.
When it comes to future and current college students, Dilks encourages them to plan ahead now to deal with financial stress later on.
If you do not have someone who's going to pay for this, or you don't have a scholarship or a grant that's going to cover it, I recommend taking the smallest amount of loans possible.
And for those already out of school, like Bowen and Seminar, they're adapting to this new normal.
I have to be like, okay, do I need to pick up an extra shift here? Like I have to play my cards right to make sure everything kind of lines up good.
Certainly some of the spending habits back then, certainly I'd probably do something a little different if I had it all over to do again.
Brooke Buckner, THV 11 News.
Brooke, thank you. And if after making those changes you're still struggling to make those repayments or you simply don't know where to start, we've got helpful information on our website, thv11.com.